quick little update on the extremely popular Vengeance series. It's the same coach. You know, what you're going to see in just a second here, this is an update. This will supersede the footage that follows this, which is our original video. Basically, nothing's really changed. It's just a couple little updates. They've had nomenclature confusion in the Vengeance series for a little while as they've grown and expanded. So they're creating a clear designation of Vengeance Rogue series. That is their, you call it like their stick-built starter level. Then everything's going to go up from there. Now, little things they've done, most everything's the same. You know, they've kept the same decal package, but they have updated to the More Ride Super Stable adjustable now you see it, now you don't entry step. And if you're not familiar with this, it's awesome because it is just incredibly stable. Now what's neat is even without the jacks down, even with people walking in and out of the coach, the whole camper doesn't rock and roll around. It keeps everything nice and stable and sturdy. So when you're going down the road, it also means you don't have a step well here. And I do like that they actually emblazon this with a little Vengeance V right there. That's pretty cute. Push this up, it locks in place, close the door, she goes away. So it's just a smoother, easier, cleaner look. This will actually allow them to probably create some new floor plans down the line. Now when you're opening this, make sure the door is all the way open. You have this little release latch right here. You pull it toward you and down she comes. Now this is aluminum. It's not heavy, but it is super duper stable. It also has these little adjustable foot pegs down here. So if you're on uneven ground, you're all set. Other than that, you're not gonna see anything else that's really of any notable difference. They just added the word Rogue to a couple decals. They added that stable step. There's nothing else to really even write home about other than that. So what you're gonna see is our full video tour right about now. New Vengeance 25V Super Sport Series here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. 6,225 pounds. And I don't normally reshoot footage like this, but they did a full cosmetic upgrade on this thing, and I was just compelled to hit the camera with this thing and get this out there because, Lord almighty, is that a good-looking coach. I didn't think they looked bad before. Not too long ago, this is what a Vengeance looked like right here. It's not ugly by any stretch. But I am a sucker for that electric blue. Yes, sir. It's really got like a three-dimensional quality. Does it not look like it's jumping right at you? Speaking of jumping right at you, you're going to like this thing, chances are. And you're probably going to want to know what the price tag is. That's why I leave you a link down here that says check for price and availability. You're one click away from seeing what we have in stock, how it's equipped, and how much we're asking for with current discount packages, because all that can vary. So the one we have in stock might not be this one, pricing might be different, but I give you the ability with one click to verify all of those things. So why is this the #1 selling Vengeance? Of all of them, of all the fifth wheels and travel trailers and everything they make, this is the best seller of all of them. And I think the answer is simple. It gives you everything you want out of a toy hauler. It gives you the ability to haul like a Razor or anything. It gives you a private bathroom, a private bedroom with a king bed that you can walk around. It gives you front pass-through storage that toy haulers don't normally give you, historically speaking, and it does it at a true half-ton towable weight point. Even when this is loaded, any half-ton, obviously with proper weight distribution and load leveling, should be able to handle this no problem. And wow, let's just get dug in here. So, big awning. You might be noticing this does not have a small awning. That's like a 21-foot-ish power awning with an easy tilt package on it. You can literally pull, like 2 fingers, you can pull those awning arms, it goes, and it stays there. And if you leave it that way and you roll the awning up, it straightens itself out and rolls back out level again next time. It's husband-proof, ladies. He can't screw it up, because, you know, we will. Maybe that's just me talking. I find a way. I'm like, listen, I know what I'm doing, and then I'm like, I broke it. Anyway, moving on. So, pass-through storage, and not only do they have some, they have good pass-through storage. This is wide. You can get big stuff in here. And there's full storage under the bed as well. Little solar plug up there. That is good for those little trickle chargers. That's not going to run your refrigerator and your air conditioner. It'll keep your lights and your fans going on. Now, not uncommon in toy hauler travel trailers, but I do like how they've done theirs with this front little cargo and utility rack. It's got a footprint design for dual batteries if you are so inclined, and then you can put any sort of anything you want up here. I had some say, oh, I can put logs up there. Remember, guys, you're not supposed to transport logs because you could be moving bugs to an area in which they're not indigenous, and you can actually wipe out local plant life populations. Maybe animal life, who knows, but keep that in mind. Now, here's another cool thing. This is a true toy hauler. What do I mean by that? That sounds like an easy phrase to fling out there. What I mean is it is true 102-inch wide body. There's a lot of 100-inch wide body stuff out there, which, don't get me wrong, is better than standard 8-foot wide for a toy hauler. But there's a reason this may not necessarily be the pound lightest option out there. You're getting more for it. Now, the other thing is you can see the very tall profile of it. So you can get those big things like the Razors and the golf carts with the big tops in here. You can do all of that. Let's look at the nose here. Obviously, it's got just some sweet eye appeal, just punches you in the eye sockets. I love that look. But it's also going to continue to look like this. So the nose skin is basically like twice as thick as the sidewall skin. This whole thing is a heavy-duty impact resistant. It might wiggle a little under my hand, but it holds its shape. It's thicker, it's more dent resistant. We also carry horse trailers here, and something I am aware of as a result is they use extra thick aluminum in the areas where horses can kick the walls. Happens to be the same thickness as that aluminum. The nose of this trailer has the same skin that horses can kick without screwing it up. I don't know. I think that's fairly impressive. We've got the 1-inch tough ply flooring on this, and especially in your cargo area. The floor here is extra thick. A normal floor thickness in most RVs is a 5/8 thickness. This is a total 1-inch floor deck. That's pretty good. Obviously, you can do the math and understand that's 3/8 stronger. Again, I could get you something that weighs a little bit less, but I'm going to have to build it a little bit flimsier, if you will. Back here, you're going to see the very popular patio party deck, and you can seriously thank Vengeance for the fact that these can be found on travel trailers, because nobody else was doing it. They made it a thing so that the guy who's going to buy this coach, or lady, pardon me, but generally speaking, Larry Lunchbucket, Joe Sixpack, people like me who work for a living, who have to work 5-6 days a week. This is a perfect coach for me because it gives me everything I need to take my family out and have a good time, say on the dunes for the weekend or whatever your camping experience is. But it does so without breaking the bank, but still gives me a taste of the good life. I can still have my own private elevated patio deck back here. Holds 1,500 pounds in the deck position, 3,000 pound rated for loading, by the way. And a lot of these smaller half-ton towable toy hauler travel trailers do not have a dovetailed rear end. There you go. You can see how it tapers down at the edge there. That makes for easy loading. You see all those recessed D-rings down there. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 or 10. I can't see all the way up to the nose from here. But there are plenty of things to keep these tied down. Something else I always forget to talk about on these is they include a battery disconnect switch. It doesn't sound like a big deal. It just does not sound like, oh yeah, big deal, so what? Well, your microwave, your air conditioner, your water heater, that stuff doesn't turn off. It goes into standby, and it'll suck your battery dry in a little while of not using the RV. So they give you the ability to protect your batteries and not have to replace those. That's nice. Good Sony outside speaker system. So if you're a bit of an audiophile like me, don't get me wrong, it's not like a Bose home surround sound, but it puts out some pretty good tunes, man. You can really crank some music up if you're so inclined. Maybe blow the neighbors away. This guy over here in this Wolfpack's going to be telling you to shut up, but you won't hear him because you have your music up loud, and his music's terrible anyway. The neighbor always has terrible music, always. Little bracket. You're going to see this bracket in the living room, in the bedroom. It's a easy exchange TV bracket. Not every Vengeance we carry is going to include a TV from Forest River. That's something I want to point out here. Again, the one we have in stock could be different. It really depends on what packages and what deals and things they have at the time. We always work for the best deal, obviously. So keep that in mind. But they are all ready to move TVs around. And I do like this, the friction hinge door. Notice how I caught that, or it caught itself even though I flung it, so it didn't, smash shut or anything. You can hit these things, and they just don't go anywhere. I mean, it does not have that far to go. I'm not being gentle. I'm not playing games. I'm smacking the door, and it's just going nowhere. It is designed to catch fast breezes, but if you push it easily, it moves easily. It reminds me of like when you mix like cornstarch and water, and you create what's called a non-Newtonian fluid. I'm a nerd, by the way, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, the harder you hit it, the more resistant it is. The softer you hit it, the less resistant it is. Pretty cool stuff. Stepping up here, something I like to kind of point out whenever I can is the easy set nature of these gates. So when you get to your destination, you've got these gates here. You just fling it open, I love it every single time. It just locks itself in place. It's just simple and easy, because isn't camping supposed to be simple and easy? Well, this accomplishes that. Here's another nice thing I like on these Vengeances. Little retractable screen wall. And note that you can keep it just like halfway down. You don't have to leave it all the way up or all the way down. So if you just kind of want a little sunshade, but you still want to flow in and out of the trailer, you can do that. If you want to turn your living room into a 3 seasons room, you can do that. If you're dry camping, you're not going to run your AC, you're going to want and need that breeze, which, by the way, you've got some kicking big windows here so you can accomplish all that. And then, like Batman with a Jedi mind trick, you can raise this thing with your mind and amaze friends and family, neighbors and everyone, boys and girls of all ages. Come on, come on. So, we've got our Happy Jack power bed lift system. If you've ever seen a toy hauler, you've seen this. So I'm not going to belabor a lot of time on it. For those who are not familiar, though, these benches can... oops, I did not unlock this one. Pardon me. Little safety lock here so that they don't jiggle around when you don't want them to. There you go. So if you want twin benches, you can do that. If you want a full lower bunk bed, you can do that. If you want a dual theater seat type setup, you can do that, because you can kind of hide these in here. And I love the little cup holder there. You want a big bunk up top for sleeping the grandkids or the kids? You got that. You want to take this mattress out. You want to throw some fishing poles in here. You can do that. This thing holds, what is it, 600 pounds or for sleeping, 450 for travel. I challenge you. If you visit another dealership, ask them what that bed's rated for. They don't know. They don't have a freaking clue. And that's why I put these videos together. Because in my experience, I found out the average guy peddling these things in this business didn't know spit about them. But he's going to tell you it's pretty and we got a good price on it. They're all pretty. And they all have good prices or they wouldn't be built. So let's find a place that can actually take care of you and answer questions and provide service for you. That's why we have full service bays and all kinds of techs. We actually have more techs than we have service bays, so that we can always have guys double teaming jobs to get them in and out. You know, let's find a place that can take care of you. Looking at the kitchen. This actually has a pretty decent kitchen to it. It has the same kitchen as a common non-toy hauler travel trailer. If you really get to looking here, they've got USB plugs, by the way, all over the place in this thing. You can always get some good lighting, and I love the little neon blue accent lights. You're going to find those in a couple places in the RV. Big overhead cabinets. Because we have an extra tall roof, we can have big cabinets. But something I like is you don't have a microwave eating up this space. Instead, you have a convection microwave down here. That means that you don't, you're not going to use the oven in this. I haven't seen a single person say, well, I'd have bought that toy hauler as long as it had a normal gas oven. It's just not a thing people seem to care about in toy haulers. But that is something you can really use. Along with the fact that this has a 33% larger refrigerator than is common in this class. That's a 8 cubic foot fridge freezer. Now, look real close. You notice how the countertops are not T-molded? They don't have a piece of trim shoved in the side here? No, that's not what Vengeance does. This is a thermal foil countertop. Basically, it gives you the benefits of a solid surface countertop without the weight or the cost. And this stuff, it is heavy duty. That's the thickness of this stuff. It's all sealed. Because this is a big water source right here. And this is your prep space. So they recess the sink. They recess the stove to give you functional countertop space. If they didn't do those things, you wouldn't have anywhere to put anything. It'd be worthless. It'd be worthless. This table, same thing. Press membrane countertop. No seals, or it is sealed. There are no edges to it where water can seep in. So you want to take this outside. Let's say you forget and it rains a little bit while you're gone on your ride. Who cares? Who cares? Take a towel, wipe it down. No big deal, man. And I love this upgraded floor. This is the same floor that I see in luxury fifth wheels right now. And here it is in a very price-aggressive product that has performed so well. We were one of the literal original Vengeance dealers. We were with these guys from the start. We have worked with them and helped them grow to become the #1 selling toy hauler in Michigan. We had a big part in that. We believe in this thing. This is our primary toy hauler brand here. We carry other brands, and don't get me wrong, I don't think they're lesser. They're different, but we move more of these than anything else. Wooden plantation blinds on your giant picture window here. I like these because they're really rugged and you can clean them. Cloth pleated shades are nice. They look pretty and they block the sun. Good luck cleaning them though. That's the downfall with those things. They are really hard to clean. Someone asked, what are these things here? These are two-way air vents. So if you're loading your toys and you have a gas exhaust pumping exhaust fumes in here, you leave these open in transit to blow air in and out and recycle and refresh that air. That way you don't, it doesn't smell awful in here. Let me just give you a quick look at the living room from the other direction. What I like about this is, let's say you don't care about toys. Let's say you don't care about golf carts. You don't care about that. You don't even have a kayak. You're not going to do anything with this. It's still an awesome couples coach. You can leave this bed up against the ceiling when you are at your destination. You can drop just the sofas. This is a rear living room every single day of the week with a floating utility, dining, picnic table, whatever you want to call it. Take it outside on the patio deck. I don't care. Patio party decks are awesome like that. Now, let's say we have grandkids or we have guests or friends. Boom! You can throw them right up here. Everybody wins with this thing. And notice, it's not just the kitchen counters. Everything in this is that sealed edge counter. And you'll see that repeated over here in the bathroom as well. Because what's the recurring theme here? Water. You don't want water seeping into your countertop. The other thing is, like, people say, well, I'm not going to put, there's no water source up here. Let's say you got yourself a nice iced tea and it's a hot day. That iced tea is going to sweat. Water's going to be down and soak in. Let's keep it from damaging anything. That's the idea. So back in here, the bathroom is really nice. This has a huge bathroom. Big honkin' sink. You can actually get your hands in here, which is really, really nice, with a big honkin' medicine cabinet. You can keep a lot of stuff in there, whether it's toothbrushes, toothpaste, shavers, and blow dryers, and keep that crap off your countertop. It drives my boss crazy when I say, keep that crap out of here, but I mean, let's be honest. We're all just real people, and you carry a lot of junk with you. I do it, you do it, we all do it. We have a lot of junk. Because this is a tall trailer, we have a massive, massive tall shower. You're not going to hit your head in here. And we actually have, tell me you need more legroom in front of this thing, and I'll tell you that you need to not be camping, because no camper is going to fit you. This is awesome. Central heat, by the way, I didn't mention that before, but you do have ducted heat in here, and you've got great towel space back there. And hopefully you notice that's a foot flush stool. The wider bed here in Vengeance is really nice. This is what's called the Vengeance King bed. It's a king width camper bed, if that makes sense to you. If not, call and I can give you details on that. But the point here is that it is bigger, but you still maintain easy walk around space around the bed. How is that? If the bed is wider, how is there equal space around it? Because the trailer's wider. That's the other cool thing about true 102-inch wide body construction. You get an awesome bedroom as a result, instead of a garbage normal toy hauler bedroom. Also, more USB plugs all over the place. You've got twin USBs there with household outlets, as well as on this side. Most brands only give them to you, the USBs on one side or the other. So all the phones have to charge here, basically. Now you don't have that problem. You still got his and hers hanging wardrobes. You have real good overhead storage. Look how far out that sticks from the wardrobes. That is legitimate storage space. And here's the other thing I like about this floor plan. We have a direct entry bedroom door. They didn't have to do that. That's a good chunk of money they did not have to spend. They could have said, it meets the fire code for this to be the only entry door. But this is useful. You're going to use this every day. So they made sure that was there. And that's what I like about the Vengeance stuff. They do the fun things, but they also do the functional things. They get it. They get both sides of it right. And I think it's little stuff like that that has made this so darn popular. Because there's other trailers that are similar, but there's never been another one that I've seen. And I've seen a lot of them, 500 of them at the current time, in fact. I've never seen another one that hits all the sweet spots of this one. They just do it so good. They just do it right. So, if you think it's cool, give us a call, because we only do everything here. Hitches, pieces, parts, financing, trades, accessories, entertainment, song and a dance. I'm not going to tell you we're good singers, but when you watch America's Got Talent on the audition shows, and the people who are very untalented are the most entertaining ones, I'm willing to bet we'd be very entertaining singers and dancers. Especially dancing. Oh, Lord. Can't do that. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.